2, 1, 2. Spotify. Need some music. Oh, I've got some weird echo going on here. Happening. Hello? 1, 2. Just. Oh, it's just very reverby in this room. That's all. All right. What are we doing? We're going stream safe lo-fi. Cool. Beautiful. Okie dokie. Let's get started. Got a blank canvas. So what we are going to do is start sketching. Actually, I feel like I need some reference material here. Right. Let's have a gaze. Have a gaze at some of these existing ones. So really what I need is, I just want something super simple. So I want some kinds of lens adapters and stuff. I want this to be able to adjust to the type of camera that I'm using. So basically, if I'm looking here, I'm going to have... just want to go pretty. So we're gonna have the base. So I need to turn on that setting where it remembers the brush size. That's really important. I can't remember if that's in brush size, and like the brush properties or something. I gotta look this up. I know I've had trouble remembering this before. So we're gonna go reader, remember eraser size. In the brush editor, there's an option in the bottom, eraser switch size. Right. Configure Krita brushes. Okay. Settings, configure Krita. I don't see any brushes. Canvas input. General. Actually, I shouldn't be in software and game dev here. I should be in. What about making? Does Twitch have a maker category? Here. That is me. This is it. So this is where we need to go to, like, the eraser. Eraser switch size. Yeah, that's it. So with this, I can have like a nice big razor just off the bat, and then when I switch back to my pencil, okay, that's better. Beautiful. Opacity, and there's a better way to do this. So what we're going to have is the teleprompter base. We're going to have like a angled screen holder, and we're going to have a vertical lens adapter. So we're going to have the tablet holder, glass holder, and we're going to have the lens adapter. So, and we're also going to need like these we're going to need these side panels. And we're going to need a top panel. So like the side panels will attach. Yeah. The lens adapter flip onto the back. And we'll have the top panel goes there. That's always going to be at 45 degrees. Is it though? Because the problem is, right? I need to see this. I need to get my existing teleprompter project here, which is too bulky. Like this thing, it's just, I made this early on when I had 3D printers. It's not good. But what I can do, undo this. I want to take out the glass. I can't remember how this... But I don't think it is exactly 45 degrees. That's the way to do it. Kind of has to be adjustable or raised up and down. I think that's the other way to do it. So right, we need to take this thing apart. This is why I need my filament recycler project. That'll come. I will have my filament recycling project. Damn, I made this thing too well. It's hard to get the screws. Yeah. I need my this is where a magnet thing comes in handy. This. Oh, wait. Are these aluminium screws? Are you serious right now? I think they are. Oh, that's kind of annoying. Alright, well, another way to do it. We need something we can push it through with. Oop. Oop. And the other side. Okay, that's... And liberated. I'm about to see my view outside. Okay, but that's good. So we can see the... I can't remember what... Oh god, this glass is dirty too. Shocking. I can't remember what percentage mirror this is. Like 15% or something. So you do get, with the teleprompter, you do get a slight loss in light. because it's partially transmissive. So you do get like a 15% drop in light, which is fine because you just light properly and adjust with the exposure. But good quality glass will be like an ND filter. It won't actually adjust the quality of the color much. So okay, what I need to do now is get my old crappy tablet, yeah, which is like, this is going to sound really bad, but this tablet is, it's really sticky, and I don't know why. It's literally just been sitting there and no one's been using it as far as I'm aware anyway. Maybe they have. And so I want to find out, because I have a feeling it might actually be the material that the thing is made of. So why this is going to be a bad question to Google. Why is my poop green? Okay, that's good questions. You have a lot of fun with Google search, actually, if you just put in a part prompt. Why is my poop green? Hair falling out, pee bright yellow, period late, tongue white. Oh no, there's a lot of health issues here that I'm a little worried that people are asking Google first rather than going to the doctor. Some of the stuff they should probably go to the doctor. You know, I'm just gonna say, green poop isn't a death sentence. That's not the worst thing in the world, by the way. Now, white. That's what you got to watch out for. Talking to you, Steve Jobs. Okay, why is my tablet sticky? Contact with sticky substances. Well, okay, thanks. Oh, yep. Cool. Degradation of the soft touch coating, which can become sticky over time due to exposure to oils or environmental factors. Yes, that's exactly what's happening. So, degradation of this coating is often made of a thermoplastic elastomer, and it can degrade over time, especially when exposed to oils, causing it to become sticky and goopy. So, yeah, what I want to do is figure out a way to get it off, because it's kind of gross. The to fix it, you can try cleaning the surface with rubbing alcohol or a mild solution of warm soapy water. All right, well, let's give it a go with rubbing alcohol and see how we go. All right, I'll clean a bit of space on my desk. I'll flip her upside down and we'll... My God, this got shit stuck all to it. It's disgusting. Ooh. I mean, it's probably not that disgusting. Just like carpet fluff, but whatever. Okay, let's go mobile. Okay, let's see if this works. I'm gonna get my rubbing alcohol. The other thing is I really need like a lint-free thing as well. So just start on a small area and use a toothbrush. Really get in there. I can see it doing something. Kind of just spreading it around though. Like, put a bit more on. Burn through this. It definitely feels oily, so it definitely feels like TPU, like the polymers or something. So what I need is a good way to get this stuff off now, because yeah, it's on my fingers and it's gross. Now I do have these cheap garage throwaway cloths, but I feel like this thing is going to make it worse. Oh man, that is just cool. I feel like I need something stronger. I don't know if there's any way to solve this. Very defeatist of me. Pour a small amount of rubbing alcohol on there. Try cleaning the area with a mild solution of warm water and dish soap. Okay, I'll give that a go. Because, I mean, the thing about dish soap is it binds to oil. So, what I wonder is if, like, using the rubbing alcohol, this seems to, like, free up the oil a bit. Like, it seems to, it is actually doing something good. So I'm just going to go to town on this. Breathe in some alcohol fumes while I'm at it. Read the deliberate misuse by concentrating and inhaling the fumes may cause harm or be fatal. Thing is, this is a very old tablet, so, and I got it free, so I really don't care. Well, I should care if I destroy it, because it's a freaking tablet, alright? Like, if I destroy it, then I don't have a tablet. This is gross. This is so sticky and oily and disgusting. It feels like 3D printer resin. Which kind of makes sense, because if it is indeed TPU and the polymers in that makes total sense. Okay, right, so that's kind of gross. That has definitely made it worse, but maybe in a good way. So I'm going to go get some warm water and dish soap. Liquids near electronics is always fun. Right, so let's be kind of careful about this. I'm going to move my keyboard out. Safekeeping. And I should probably have something under this. Like I should probably... a nice like rag, towel or something to put under this. Now I've got tissues there for spills and hopefully final cleanup. Like I'm just hoping like I can... Okay, actually I want this around the other way. Yeah, we'll put that over there, put that there. Okay, now I think I feel a bit safer. Now I've got this here, which is incredibly wet. Squeeze that out. Very soapy. But let's start on a small area first and see what happens. I don't like how this is feeling. It's not feeling particularly like it's doing anything, to be honest. Oh, actually, maybe it is, you know. There's putting quite a lot of pressure there. Now, I don't want to break, obviously, the screen under. I'm going to try, see if we can... got any win here at all. I don't know. Oh, yeah? Right in the middle here, it's feeling normal. But look how sticky this is. It just rips the tissue apart, which is a pain in the bum. I think it's just going to need a lot of back and forward with the soap. This feels like it's actually doing something. Shaking the desk. Baking soda and water and apply it according to Farberware support. What's Farberware? Farberware? Or let's... what was this about? Silicone handles become sticky over time with grease are absorbed into the handle surface. Oh, this is like for cookware. But hey, you know what? That's, I mean, it might be the same thing, you know? Might be the same. All right, let's keep going. I mean, I guess letting the soap kind of do its job over time as well is a good thing. I mean, I'll admit, this does feel a little futile. It's incredibly persistent. I don't know why this makes me laugh. Hi guys, as a hair. Anyway. Stupid humor. Okay. This is feeling better. I mean, copium. Maybe. You know what? You know what? I don't actually care. Like, I mean, I don't completely care if I damage this surface. So I'm using my fingernail here. And it's kind of, you know, kind of getting into it. So I reckon if I go get some steel wool. I mean, I don't actually know if this is steel wool or whatever it is. Brown stuff. Is it brass or... Oh, it's a cleaning crap. Alright, let's get into this. See what happens. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, that's doing it. That is taking it off. That is beautiful. Now we are going to clog this up, but that doesn't matter. Okay, so this actually might be the go. Just doing it quite gently as well. I don't need to put a lot of pressure on it. It's just persistence. It's just like... And the soap is definitely helping in this case. I can absolutely tell that it's helping to lift. Helping to lift the oil, and that is feeling really good. That sounds dirty, but it's, I mean, the surface of the tablet is cleaning up quite nicely. There's quite a lot of water, so I'm actually just gonna dab it clean. Look at that, that is perfect. Nice, nice. So we're basically, I think what I'm pretty much doing here is actually completely removing the soft touch layer, which I'm fine with. That's no problem for me. Yeah, this is smooth as hell and it's not sticky at all. So, total win. Total win. But I feel like I do need to limit the amount of liquid that I'm putting on this thing because I don't know, I can't remember if this tablet has any form of water resistance whatsoever. I could look it up. But you know, solid plastic's pretty dang waterproof. So as long as I don't like get it in any of the inputs and outputs, and the switches are going to be a bit of a pain, so maybe I should just do those a different way, with a very dry. Okay, so I don't think I need the rubbing alcohol, because I don't remember putting alcohol on this part over here, and it seems to be coming off fine, so... This is quite satisfying. Man, so much for making a teleprompter. I end up cleaning this damn tablet. That's fine. It's because I need this tablet. I need this tablet for the teleprompter project. This is good. I mean, this could make a video of its own, right? Nice. Nice. So we got, let's do it before and after. And we can demonstrate this with some paper towels. Before, basically totally sticking. After, nothing. Before, after, just falls away. Perfect. Yay. Alright, let's keep going. Keep this there for dabbing. Oh, that was a big bit. It definitely looked like resin there. There's a big bit that kind of peeled off. I don't know if that came through on the camera. Oh, yeah. This is goopy boogers. Yuck. I'll be careful around the lens. What I could do, actually, is I could put a bit of tape over the lens. Be safe. Thing is, though, I'm not actually probably... Well, I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe this won't become a permanent teleprompter, but maybe maybe I will want to use the camera again, so... Things I've learned over the years of doing stuff in too much of a rush. Always just looking at the next hour, rather than myself a year down the track, where I might want a tablet with a camera that doesn't have scratches all over the lens. Even if this tablet is... I don't know, I got this tablet for free when I got my... What was it? Samsung Note 9? I think. So whenever the Note 9 came out, quite a while ago now, I got this tablet, which is a bit of a shitty tablet. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. Helps me with Android development as well, so I can test tablet UIs and layouts. This is getting really clogged up now. Stuff does come out alright. Not like the soapy water just grabs hold of it and liberates all the grossness immediately, but hey, whatever. I'll just throw out this steel wool afterwards. I'm getting splashies on my drawing tablet. That's not... Alright, let's find a clearer patch for the remainder of this job. The flash, I don't know, I should probably protect that too, but you know, I feel like maybe what I should do, hopefully I'm not like, I remember once in high school physics, our teacher just suddenly yelled. He was just suddenly like, everyone get out of the class. I was like, hell? So we all just kind of ran outside. And he was like, who put acid in the... Was it bromine or something? I don't know. Anyway, somebody made like bromine gas or something. Some poisonous gas. Was it acid in... Oh, I don't know. It was something that was Yeah, he was serious. He was worried enough that I've never seen a like never before and never since have I seen a teacher like it wasn't just a teacher yelling at like shut up. It was fear. It was like, oh dear, um, always a boron. Something messed up. A bit of Now, the great thing about this tablet is I've had some tech gear tablets and phones this old, and the battery started swelling, and I don't believe this thing isn't showing any signs of swelling yet. Touch wood, because I have just been pressing down quite hard on the back of it where the battery normally resides. So that lasts. I think I've gunged up something else as well. I've put some... Hey, well, thing still turns on. That's good. Look at that. I got to pick out some of this gunge from out of the quartz now. So for that, I reckon a needle. Very, very gently with a sewing pin. We'll give this another pass afterwards, I think, with alcohol and a cloth. Just to clean up any residue, because it's now the residue is super thin, whatever's left on there. Pretty sure I just got a message or something. Check that. Oops. Right. Um, Alright, cool. Okay. Daughter is coming over. Okay, that's pretty tidy. Pretty tidy. I'm gonna grab my sewing pin. Get it finished. All right. Alcohol. Weird, it's like still kind of pulling off lint from here, but maybe if I buff it out with these paper towels, that kind of works. Oh, well, I gotta be honest, that was a great success. Frickin' Borat has ruined that phrase for me. Great success. Every time I say it in my head, my stupid brain, the dumb part, I don't say my stupid brain in general, there's a dumb part of my brain which thinks of really bad comedy and jokes. The side of me that enjoys American Pie and Amy Schumer. Which has its place in the world, you know. A whole bunch of fluff in the USB-C port. That's I shouldn't really be using a metal. Okay, that was a fail. I shouldn't really be using a metal object in a USB-C port. That is a dumb idea. The best idea is to get a toothpick and shave it down. And non-conductive. Be out of focus. Oh, that's... I've been avoiding picking this thing up because of grossness. Oh, this one's... You know what might have even been a better tool? Is a 3D printer nozzle cleaner. Those things are incredibly fine. I mean, 0.4 millimeters. Okay. Good. Just give that a bit of a brush off. I'll call that done for now. I think it's the point now where I've gotten rid of most of it, so if there's still a bit of sticky residue on it in the future, it's going to come off easier with... Going to come off easier with alcohol. Alcohol, the combination of alcohol and paper towels. Because the combination of alcohol and paper towels is kind of good. Paper towels are actually like... They seem to have this like little bit of abrasiveness to them, which if you push hard, it does kind of do a bit of a scrape. Which for that remaining residue is quite good. And I need that right now. Although saying that, it does kind of just spread it around as well. So the soapy water, honestly, is king here. Does a fantastic job. Combined with something slightly abrasive. So really, I mean, sometimes people are like, never use abrasive stuff. Sometimes it's the only thing that works. And I mean, perhaps if I sat here for 3 hours, layer after layer of soapy water, gradually wearing it down, you know, maybe. But like, I'm looking at this, and this is good. I mean, if I angle the sun so the sun bounces off it into my eyes, I can see some light scratches. But you know what? I think they were probably already there, to be honest. Okay, now I'm going to use some actual screen cleaner. Give the screen a bit of a clean. Now, where's my microfiber? Beautiful. Okay, here we go. Needs one more. Hey, shiny as heck. Beautiful. Nice. Okay. Cool. Alright, now, clean up before I make a bloody mess again. So, that can go in there. Tissue. I'll keep that, because like my proper tablet screen needs a clean. This thing's pretty screwed as well now, so I'm going to throw that out. I guess this can be thrown out too now, because it's all gunged up with crap. The toothbrush is still okay. The workshop, not for brushing my teeth, definitely. And the screen cleaner's fine. We'll leave that. That goes back in the garage. And workshop, 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 workshop. Workshop. Spend the time to organize everything a little bit. Pull that out later. We got some reclaimed some screws. Probably going to use again, to be honest. Sort them out later. Okay. Do me dropping off mission and shop. Right, while I'm there, I got my things I need to measure stuff. Okay, now I've got some crap all over my desk as well, so I need to get my little vacuum. Yeah, noise cancellation. Noise cancellation does a great job. Okay. I got a measuring gear. I don't need it just yet, but yeah, ready to go for when I do. A tablet, all nice and clean. So this is going to be a reference tablet for the size of the tablet holder. Right. Residential teleprompter. How does it work? Okay, so this here, this looks really good. This is nice. I really like this design. Easy view. See, I want to have a case for it as well. It's got a little ball mount. Oh, look at that fabric thing. Okay, that's really sick. I like the fabric and not having to 3D print that. Oh, yeah, maybe I should do that. Maybe we should do a little bit of a sewing mission. I do like that a lot. Yeah, it's got the camera mount, the adjustable height camera mount. This is really nice. I do like this design. So I think I'm going to base my design off this. Not steal, but base it off this. This is another one here. Which kind of looks similar, but it looks a bit more intense in some ways. I think what I'm going to do is stick with this. I mean, let's have a look at this one too. No. This is definitely what I need, because this can go up and like, wait, this one can go up and down, which I really need to be able to do, I think. So actually to see that in action, I need to test. I'm pretty sure I've got Parrot teleprompter installed. Maybe not on this one. Maybe that's something I don't have it installed on here. So I'm gonna do that now. I don't even need proper blimmin' teleprompter software, do I? I just need install, because I actually paid for it years ago. And I bought proper teleprompter glass as well. So that's another thing I'm going to need to... Oh, nano teleprompter, that's right. Another one I do. I think the thing with Parrot is it's got that AI as well. So the thing is, now you've got models like Whisper and all that sort of thing, which are amazing. Like, we can have AI running on the device to track what you're saying. And I think, yeah, okay, I'm actually going to note this down, because this is kind of like, so for app, So we go AI. So use a tiny whisper model or something running locally to track the user's words. And what we can do here is also we can set timings. So we can give some indication of where we are at versus where we wanted to be, and display some feedback to the user about whether to speed up or slow down. E.g. keeping in pace, falling behind, catching up, slash moving, getting ahead. We will combine the result of the whisper tracking with the timings to both help make the whisper word tracking more accurate. Just gonna make a note here before I forget. Highlight sentences, words, paragraphs. Progress through. Help make the whisper word tracking more accurate. And wait, what was the other reason? We will combine the result of the whisper tracking with the timings to both highlight and prompt user to going. Cool. All right. Adjustable tablet size, adjustable mirror height, different lens hole sizes. Good. So used to having my keyboard there, I just went to put my hands where I thought my keyboard was. I need to charge this tablet a bit too. That's going to be frustrating for an hour. Okay, let's see. Crap. That would be the moisture in there from the cleaning. That's fine. All right. Maybe I won't charge it. It's still got a little bit of power. All good. How are we looking with power? 17%. Oh, that's heaps. Okay, so let us dark mode. Oh my god. Okay, sometimes in apps, you know, I like that whole intro wizard thing where it highlights parts of the UI for you and takes you through it. But sometimes, oh man, it is so annoying if you just want to do something. Oh. Get it. I get why they do it, but creepers. No, I don't want floating window. I want full. Oh my god, it's still doing it. It's crazy. It's everywhere. Just go away. Oh man, it's so annoying. Okay, let's go full screen mode. Let's go teleprompter. Let's go play. It's still doing it. It's still doing it. They banning all these bots every time that I stream. It's so annoying. I am not paying for viewers. What the hell are they thinking? Okay, so let's go back to the mobile view here so we can get a grasp of this. So this is what I've got on my teleprompter right now. This is what's playing. And we might just increase the size a little bit of. How do you do that? Maybe I should have looked at the suggestions, you know. That's cool. There's quite a few nice adjustments in this app as well that we are going to draw some inspiration from as well. So let's change the font size here. We're going to go quite a lot larger. Space between the lines. Increase that. Okay, so now we've got like just this nice little setup here. Now, what I need to do is figure out, you know, like if we keep the glass at 45 degrees, I need my angle, well, my angle measure. Okay. Right, here's my angle meter. So we're going to open that up. We're going to turn that on. We're going to go 0. And we're going to go to 45 degrees. Wow. Talk about precision. 45.0. Look at that. Oh. Okay, now we are going to put that there. We're going to grab our mirror glass and we're going to angle it. Gotta get my microphone. Maybe I should be wearing my portable microphone while I'm doing this. Okay, so after all of that, what I got out of that is, yes, definitely the height adjustment of the mirror works at 45 degrees. So if we keep the mirror at 45 degrees, we can move the mirror and the camera up and down, and that allows for a larger size tablet. We can see the entire tablet. I mean, it makes sense. I didn't really... This is one of those things that sometimes it is kind of obvious. It's very obvious. But sometimes you just got to see it. You just got to do it. You just gotta make sure that you're not being an idiot, you know? So basically, the tablet holder is going to be height adjustable. We're going to have side panels, top panels. So the side panels, I think, actually in the top panel, I think this is going to be fabric. I think I am going to go with the fabric for this. Yeah, definitely some like block out, some really nice quality fabric. And it's not going to have to be a crazy shape at all. But we are going to have to design in to this thing how the fabric is going to attach to here. So basically with fabric, go to kind of we'll just call this fabric. Same with these. Fabric. Okay. Now the lens adapter. This is the biggest question mark for me at the moment. What would be kind of cool is like some kind of iris system that you can just open and close. Like we could 3D print some really cool like iris. But I feel like even then that's not going to give the seal that we really need, because you don't want any light getting in here. Like that is an absolute non-negotiable. Like no light leak. So like we could take, like if we're gonna do that, and I've tried fabric before, like I tried using fabric once and like wrapping it around the lens, it just sags. It's just not, it's not good. It doesn't work well. So I'm not really that keen on doing that. Again, I think something like this, right? That looks way too complex to 3D print. I don't think it's a good idea. And it's just not going to give the seal that I need. What I need to see is how the cameras in these professional teleprompters are mounted. See, this one has the fabric, which is, this is what I tried last time. It was just a pain in the butt. I really don't want to have to do that. That is not an ideal solution for me. See, look at, I mean, okay, I don't hate this, actually. It's like a really small piece of fabric and like a drawstring. That's not the worst. Holy shit, remote foot pedal. That's a great idea. Oh, I like that. I like that. Oh, I love that idea, actually. That is fantastic. Foot pedal. Pause. Increase speed. Oh, adjust speed. Repeat section. Etc. Oh, that's sick. I love that. That is cool. That is very cool. Very, very cool. Alrighty. I like the simplicity of this box design though. And just having like the camera off the back. I think it's going to make it easier for me to make it. I want to see the back of this thing. So let's go and have a look at this product again. all metal, liftable. Yeah, okay. That's fabric too. All right, maybe that is what we're going to have to do. The only thing that's going to be a pain, well, another thing that's going to be a pain with that is that for the Osmo, I want this to work for the Osmo Mobile, and that is not going to be good having the fabric. And I almost feel like with the Osmo, it's going to be a different mounting system. Like this plate here, this raisable plate, we're almost going to need to get rid of that and be able to mount it way down here as well, because the Osmo is quite... No, so the plate, the raisable plate needs to be able to lower right down. It needs to be able to go right down and right up. So we're going to have a minimum height, which is basically the height of the Osmo, with the tripod mount handle on it, which is quite high. $140 millimeters from the base. Okay. You see, I don't mind this fabric covered plastic either. That's not the worst thing in the world, because it gives it some rigidity. I mean, it doesn't even need to be plastic. Like, this could be cardboard. This could be good, stiff cardboard covered in plastic, covered in material. And it could be Velcro edges there. Just all Velcro it together. I think, yeah, I think we got a bit of design work on our hands here. This is cool. Oh, it's got a handheld remote. See, I don't like the handheld thing. The foot switch is incredible. That's such a good idea. Such a good idea, because you don't want to be holding something in your hand. You want to be like, you want to be able to be expressive while you're using a teleprompter as well. Like I think hands by the side and all that. Like I really like, you know, talking with my hands as well. I think that'll help, having hands free. You've got a foot pedal there which you can use. I think that's the way to go. Okay, let's move right along then. I mean, am I in the design phase now? Am I like fabric covered card, I reckon? Asshole. I mean, I think we are just about there. I think it's time to start throwing some bits together. I think we do this. And then maybe Arabella drawing straight lines. I like Velcro because that way you can just rip it apart and you can like easily replace it. Yeah. It's not too built in. It's easy to put together. I mean, you just literally like just push it on and it's done. It's so easy. I mean, magnets. Magnets is another way, but then magnets can cause other problems that you don't want. I think Velcro's good. I think we're going to use Velcro. Yeah, that's a plan. That is a plan. And that is good. All right, let's get out of here and let's get into some free CADing right now. Other incredible, amazing open source software. Okay. Let's go. We're going to start a new project. So we'll new. And we're going to call this. We're going to save first. Save as projects. We'll call it not Stash Punk. We're going to call this one. Oh, do I already have? Did I already create it? What are we calling this again? TelePunk, hey. TelePunk. Oof. Donks. TelePunk. TelePunk. Okay. All right. TelePunk. Let's go. So sketches first. What part are we going to build first? I think we build the glass holder first. Like comparatively. So we're going to create a body and we're going to call this the. Like these are all going to be separate bodies. So we're going to go. Glass holder. Right, left side. Glass holder side. Now I need to very carefully, without smashing this expensive piece of teleprompter glass, which is definitely aspects I'm a little bit concerned about, is getting something working as well as this, but I think it's not insurmountable that we can figure something out for that. Figure something out to make give glass a little bit of reflectance. And heck, color grading is the thing, you know, like color correction. Oof. Oh my god, I actually chipped the glass last time I tried this. That would have been so gutting if I'd broken that. Okay, let's right, so we've got the piece of glass here. Now we are going to measure. Well, you know why we measure things. I don't need to tell you guys that. Let's set a known starting point here. 250. Of course, it's not a beautiful round measurement. It's like... Oh, it is actually. Not too bad. Okay, we're going to say that the glass is 229 millimeters wide. So basically, what I should do here is create a sketch of the glass. We should create a new body. We'll call this the this glass. It's going to be a super simple body. All it's going to be is a primitive. I don't even need to draw a sketch for this. So we're going to add a additive primitive. Going to be a box, and that box width is going to be... It's what I do. I measure things and I forget straight away. Like immediately the measurement just goes out of my head. 229 millimeters. 229.0. Look at that. That's a box. We haven't finished yet, thank you very much. So the length... See, it's weird because I look at the longer side as a width here, but the length, it's more like... Yeah, I guess... Width is... Would you consider width... And when we're talking about glass, would you... I don't know. Would people consider width to be thickness? Height to be the thickness? I guess, I mean, it's, you know, semantics really. I'm going to go height for thickness because if it's sitting down on a table, you know, it's going to be the height. I'm going to use my calipers to measure the thickness of the glass very, very gently. It is 4 millimeters. Exactly 4 millimeters thick. And then the length. You know, actually, I'm actually not convinced about that. Oh, this is... I reckon length. We're going to do this. We're going to go 229. And we're going to go width. I'll just set it to 100. Wait, yeah, I'm going to set height to 100 for now. And then width, like thickness, go like that. It's just more in the orientation of the way I want to use it as well in terms of the software. So we're going to do that. I suppose that makes... All right, let's do some more measuring here. $179 millimeters. There's our piece of glass. Now we can adjust the appearance of this. Actually, we can change the material. Quite nice. There's no. Okay, so this is interesting. So shininess, we can make it like 15%, and transparency, we can make it like 85%. Diffuse color, emissive color, specular color, ambient. Heck yeah. There's our piece of glass. I don't know how I've got my bloody... Oh, there. Oh, no, I'm on this. I'm on this. Oh, that's okay. Correct. Okay, cool. That's our piece of glass. Now, on that note, I'm going to put this glass somewhere safe because I don't need it anymore. Before I smash it and do something stupid. Why is it like I feel when you're trying not to break something, when you're carrying a piece of glass, I carry it like I'm only just learning how to use my hands. It's like gonna cause me to drop it, I think. Okay, so spare bit of foam in the garage. I can wrap it in this. And I'll put a bit of tape around the edge of the foam there. Just what I had. Oh, I put tape. Where the hell is... Where the hell are my scissors? Really should carry some scissors in my office. I think they're in... Oh, so much getting up. Okay. I didn't think that was going to work. I think I might need to go around. Electrical tape is cheap. Teleprompter glass is not. Electrical tape is fiddly sometimes. Okay, there we go. Other side. Pretty messy job, but I mean, ugly job. Messy at all. Okay, done. Yay! Now I can throw it out the window and don't have to worry about it breaking. Safe and sound in my cupboard. Right. Don't have to worry about that. I'm getting pretty hungry. I think I need to make food. But for now, let's actually do something. So glass holder side. So I think for this as well, I'm just going to start with some primitives. And we are going to do an additive box. We are going to select a reference. We're going to attach it to the, I think the XY plane. And height, see if I go height 200, yeah, that. So we're just going to make one side here. So the height of the glass, oh, I'm in the wrong I'm in the wrong thing here. Let's cancel out of this. Need to be in the glass holder side. Okay, here we go. So the height is 179. So in this, we're going to create a box as well. And we're going to go height. I'm just going to start being the same height as the glass. Okay, that's weird. YZ plane. Oh, I wanted XY plane. Okay, cool. Yeah. So we've got height 179, and then we've got 10 by 10. I mean, it's a place to start. I definitely don't want it that thick. So I think y-axis. I wish these were labeled as axes. But I think so. The glass is 4mm. So if we have, yeah, see, we're going to need 3mm. That is going to have to be 10 thick, because 10 minus 4 is 6, divided by 2 is 3, so we're going to have 3mm of plastic either side of the glass. And I mean, this is going to be all around the glass as well, so that's going to be pretty solid. Be too bad. Whoa, my perspective is all screwed up right now. Let's yeah, cool. All right. Now what I might do is reposition this just for reference. We're going to go in Y direction. -3. We're going to have so we got 3, 3, 4. And then we are going to, how much glass are we going to have in there? So I reckon actually what I can do here is the length. I reckon I can go down to like 6. And we can go 3, and we can have it like that. I think that's probably good enough. So we'll start there. We'll start there. And we'll create another body, and we'll call it glass holder top bottom. And with this one, we are going to create another additive box. We'll base it on the same plane, so we're talking in the same language. Now width on this one is that, so we are going to have 10. Length on this one is that, which is going to be, for a start, as wide as the glass, which is 179, just for a start. Okay, that was what? 179, thank you very much. What is going on here? I'm getting trolled. 206. What? I read the wrong dimension. It was 229, eh? Yep. 229. I knew that. Okay, 10 wide. Height is going to be 6. All right, we got there. Amazing. Okay. Right, now we need to position this thing a little bit, just easier on ourselves. In Y direction, we're going to go -3. In X direction, Z direction, we're going to go 3 as well. Cool. Now this is going to help us to work on the joints in the corners and how we're going to do the joints. I think I'm going to keep it really, really simple. Like super simple, which is usually a good thing. So what we're going to do is we're basically just going to screw with it. Could do pins. Glue them. Because you're not going to be taking this apart. This is going to be a permanent fixture. So I could do pins and holes, like dowels. The problem is with those, though, 3D printing pins on a shitty printer is not fun. They never work out how you want them to. So all right, so let's get into the subtractive boxes anyway. What we need to do is subtract away the we need to subtract away the glass from the holder. So now with 3D printing, you need to allow for slack in the 3D printing. The track width of my 3D printer is 0.4 millimeters, the nozzle width. So I generally divide that. I generally use that as my clearance items. That's how my 3D printer tends to work. Because generally what happens, the track width 0.4 millimeters, so it's 0.2 millimeters either side that it sort of squishes out. And I know that in the slicer software you can make it account for that, but I don't know, I'm doing track center, so it's like 2 millimeters, 0.2 millimeters either side. So I think the width here, we go to 4.4. I could even go to 4.5 because you could shim it with tape or something like that. And in fact, that's probably a really good idea, is putting like a bit of masking tape or something around the edge of the glass so it's not glass on plastic. It's like glass to masking tape to plate. I reckon that's how we do it. So I don't know how thick masking tape is. I could measure that. I should measure that. I'm gonna go get some of that. And yeah, we'll measure the thickness. Measure the thickness of the masking tape. Which is 0.1 millimeters. So I reckon if we go I reckon if we go 4.5, we'll be okay. Now the length, we said this is digging in 3 millimeters as well. So I want to keep that accurate. It's just easier to deal with. It's easier to see what's going on if the size is accurate. And there we go. Okay, that's actually exactly in the right place. Should be. And we are selecting reference of that. Go okay. All right, so now basically if I get rid of the glass, wow, that didn't work at all. Oh, it's because I put it in the wrong place. So annoying. And you can't just like move object to other body. It depends. Yeah, they do. Okay, so what if I just get rid of this? What if I just go edit primitive and I just get rid of that? Now it's got no dependencies. Now we can just drag it in here. It doesn't need these dependencies. It doesn't. What's it depending on? Flat face? Really? Nothing. Deactivated. Go back here and redo it. Okay. Go length. Gonna go width. 4.5. Gonna go height. Now, height 179. Yeah, that's okay for this one. That's okay for this one. You know what's annoying is that that's not enough. So if I turn off glass, yeah, it's not actually cutting the shape out of there. Is this because I have no map mode? Or no attachment? Get it primitive. Objects. Show me the origin. Let's edit primitive. Let's go attachment mode, plane, XY plane. Yes. No, that's not why. Suppressed is false. Refine, false. True. Okay, well let's go 179.2. The dickens, why isn't this working? Recalculate? Have I been an idiot again? You've got to be kidding me. How do I keep doing this? I put it in the glass? Are you serious? I don't know what's wrong with me sometimes. Okay, move. How do I move this up in 3? On it there. Should be as easy as clicking and dragging. Shouldn't it? Yeah? I should just be able to do that. Why can't I do that? This is the only thing with FreeCAD that admittedly they're working on very, very hard, and it's incredible open source software. Like, I gotta say, like a full 3D parametric CAD modeling thing, which is free and very, very powerful. Like, you can do some crazy stuff in here, including like FEM analysis. Like, you can do stress analysis. It's wild, and it's free, so I can't complain, but I can at the same time, because, you know, things can always get better, including myself. And I think that I find myself quite a lot of the time in this software, and this probably goes true for a lot of open source software actually, is asking myself, why? Like, why am I having to figure out how to put glass above glass holder side? Glass holder side is not depending on anything in glass here. There are no dependencies. There's no time dependency. There's no links between these two bodies at the moment. There's nothing apart from the fact that I created glass after glass holder side. That's it in time. So, I mean, maybe that's the reason, you know. But I feel like I should be able to drag that into place. So why don't you make a PR for it then? Why don't you do it? Yeah, well, because I can't. I'm not smart enough. There's people way smarter than me who are good at doing that stuff. So length 3. I mean, okay, not that I'm not just smart enough, which is partly true, but also because it's just not my wheelhouse. I'm not a maintainer of the FreeCAD project either, which is really, like, I'm throwing so much you could argue with here against what I'm saying. But hey, nobody's arguing because nobody's here, so that's great. Haha, I win. Z direction. Minus 0.25. That's, see, just about worked. Not quite high enough though, is it? Kind of weird. Go back in here again. At 100. Did I just make that 180 or something? Is that ridiculous? No, it's 179. 179 high? That was this box. Did I? Oh, Z. I adjusted the Z. Yeah, dork. Which way did I want it? In the Y-axis. Here we go. There we go. Okay. Cool. Oh, that took way too long because I was just simply selecting the wrong things. Glass holder, top bottom. So this one we want to go with. I can't even see the damn thing. Okay, I'm just going to reset this to like 10 by 10 by 10. And I'm going to hide this one because I don't need to see it. Okay, now we can see what's going on. Let's edit this feature. Edit primitive. Now, selecting the reference origin plane. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's the offset. That's X direction, which is... So this one is going to be 229. Now the width, I think, is going to be 4.5. And the height here is going to be 3. Now I think I'm going to allow for the exact 3mm depth. Like we've got to allow a little bit, like we've got to allow 0.5 there as well. And I think I'm going to allow that in the construction of the frame rather than the depth of the cut there, because I want this nicely 3 by 3 by 3 by 6 by 10 by 6 by 3 by 3. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, now we need to move this as well. So we need to go in the Y direction, negative 0.25. Okay, perfect. Good. And we've got our track for that. And we've got our track for that. And our glass should fit snugly inside there. Beautiful. Now, what would be kind of cool is to have a little channel in here for the Velcro. So like a little cutout. So the Velcro is not just sitting on top of this flat surface. It's actually pushed in. So what I could do for that, instead of cutting out of this, is I could add on. I could put a thing here. The problem is that's going to make 3D printing this more difficult because there is no purely flat side. It's always nice to have a purely flat side in a 3D printed model. So is it worth it? Is it worth doing that? I definitely don't want to like put support structures in this gap as well, because that's going to make it less accurate too. And really that messes around with this clearance as well. So yeah, I really do want to just be able to print that flat. So I guess, you know, if this is messy, if this does need a support structure, it's going to be like 1mm. So that's going to be, we do 0.2 layers. That's going to be 5 layers. And then we could, I just don't know if it's worth it, to be honest. I don't think it is right now. Okay, flag it for now. Now we got to figure out these joins. Got to figure out these joins. So again, I want this as kind of robust as possible. I mean, gluing is an option. We can glue things together, but it's not a terrible option. It's not the worst. So I think what I need to do here is allow that space for the glass. So I think with the glass holder side here, so these must be global coordinates, right? Placement. The x-axis. X-axis we want to move along, maybe just like, again, allowing for that 3D printer inaccuracy. And I don't want it super tight. There needs to be some place. So we need the accuracy, which is 0.2, plus a little bit of fit tolerance, which is going to be like, I mean, 0.5 millimeter. Seriously. Isn't gonna kill us. I mean, we could just go for a 0.6. We could just go for a compromise negative 0.6. And then with this bottom one, then we're going to do the same, except we're going to go negative 0.6 millimeters on there. Okay. So that should give us a fair bit of slack. And we've got a little bit of slack in there for the thickness of the glass as well. We can see quite nicely. And we've got this overlap here that we need to sort out for the corners. So what we're going to do with this is there's our glass right in the corner there. So we need to basically extrude this face out. Down to there. So that's like 0.6 mil. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That is good. We'll do that. And then I think we're going to do another subtractive box here. So this will make it quite nice and interlocky. So we're going to add another subtractive box. And we are going to go width 3. No, we're not. My bad. Jeez, sorry. No, we're going to go... I mean, first of all, we should select the plane attached to, and then we should go negative 0.6. And we should also go in the X direction. We should go positive 0.6. Okay. And then height. We are going to make 3.6. No. Just 3. Just 3. And then the width, I guess. I keep doing the wrong one. 3, so that's going to be 2.4. Because we moved it 0.6 back. Okay, now we need to, the width here is fine, so but we need to move this back 3 millimeters in the Y direction. And I think that's it. I think that's good. No, it's not good because we've allowed no tolerance here, which we definitely cannot do with 3D printing. So that is going to change things up a little bit. We need to allow for 0.4 millimeters because we've got a 0.2 potential growth factor in this bar here, in the height of this thing, and we've also got a potential tolerance of 0.2 inside here, so we're going to go 3.4. And the length in that case, same deal, we're going to have to increase that by 0.4 as well, so that's going to be 2.8. And now we're going to move this 0.8 0.2. Okay, fair enough. And in the Y direction doesn't need moving. In the Z direction, that's going to be... No, actually, that's correct. What we've got here is good. No, it's not. I just did. Yeah, that's right. So that allows for a slight bit of growth in both edges of these. It looks pretty intense. Like if I go okay, like that looks like quite a large gap in there. But by the time you've 3D printed this, that's how it works. That is how the cookie crumbles. And now I want to add in another primitive onto this glass holder side. We're going to choose a reference of the XY plane again. We are going to move it down 3 millimeters. So that's Z. Going to go -3. No, we're not. Apparently, we're going to go further than that. Because how high is that again? Oh, I moved that down as well, didn't I? To give it some clearance. Is it 0.4 or 3.6? Now, there are other ways you can do this, like you can tie all this stuff together, like clearances and all that sort of thing with variables, and you can make it all automated and all that stuff. I'm just wanting to knock something together. And I know that lazy, but I'll be honest, I don't really 100% comfortable with that system either. -3. Okay. Right, did we give clearance? Yeah, we did. Yeah, we definitely. Okay, now there's this tiny little nick in here. I'm not going to remove that. I'm fine with it. The width here is going to be... I don't know. Length, we'll start with 3, and we know we're going to need to increase that a bit more. Maybe like 3.2. And the height, I have absolutely no idea. Look at that. Turns out that's exactly what we need. Right, and now the positioning of this thing as well. So we just need to adjust it in the Y direction, I think by -3 as well. Good. Cool. So far, and this is kind of cool. So far, I haven't had to use sketches at all. This is simply built up by primitive boxes. That's all I've used so far, and a bit of padding, and that's it. Additive and subtractive boxes. No sketches. So now what I wonder is, we can do this smartly. So we could either repeat all of this for the other end, or, which will take into account, which doing it this way will take into account all of the tolerance adjustments that we've given this thing. We can go back to kind of our original box. And so you can roll back through time here. So if I wanted this to go exactly halfway up the glass at this point, this is what I want to adjust. So we're going to go 179 divided by 2. If we go back here, everything should still be okay. Everything should still be where it was, except this now is exactly halfway up the glass. So what I should be able to do is create a plane, and I can probably, it makes sense for me to do that in the glass. So I'm going to create a datum plane. I could make it a datum line, which does actually, I actually don't mind that. And we're going to go objects X. So in Z direction, how thick was that glass again? 4 millimeters. So if we bring that to exactly, and then yeah, we want to actually bring this up. Now I don't know how to do this. I'm going to try something. Give it a crack. What happens? Reference to. No. That's a bad idea. Using a face from a different object, which is going to refer to this object, is just, that sounds circular. Because we're building a datum line on the glass object, and we want to use that in this object. So building the datum line from this object, that just sounds like all kinds of bad idea to me. I think we just need to be pretty clear with this. We'll build it off the base XY plane of this object, and we'll just position it as we need to. So I'll just go 80 just to get myself in the ballpark. $89.5 looks pretty good. And that makes sense. 89.5. That's exactly where it should be. It's halfway. 179 divided by 2. Right. So we'll see if this works. We'll go. We'll take this box, and we want to mirror this feature. Okay, so maybe that does need to be a datum plane. Dang it. There's no way to convert this. Start again. That was my bad. Won't take as long to create it this time. So we'll go datum plane. And the reference is going to be the base XY plane. We're going to move this up 89.5. Hang on a sec. Hang on a minute. Dead. Gonna be 0, I think. I mean, we could do the thing of centering it. 3mm. That do anything? I didn't. Just go 0. Okay. Now, is this one of the ones where you can adjust the size? Resize mode. Okay. That's cool. That's all good. So we'll go back to box. Right, we'll try this mirrored feature again. Transform body or tool shapes. I think we'll try body. I don't know if that's... Yeah, didn't quite work, did it? Now the question is that because... Maybe, okay, maybe if I go tool shapes then. Only one transform shape does not intersect the support. Plane. Datum plane. Result has multiple solids, only keeping the first. How does it have multiple solids? It shouldn't. Is that not exactly... What if I bring the datum plane down? Oh. Yeah, all right. Well, in that case, no. In that case, we're going to go mirrored, and we are going to edit the mirrored, and we are going to go transform body. We're going to go, okay, that's all good. All right. Now we're going to reset the datum plane to where it should be, which is 89.5. That's fine. Actually, so yeah, we are going to need to think about this now. Because this datum plane needs to be exactly halfway between the bottom here and where we want the top to be. So if I now get rid of this mirrored feature, just so I can think clearer. We need the height of this, so we can see the edge. The height is 38.37 millimeters. Doesn't make any sense. Not 38.3. Oh, 93.1. Okay. Wrong place. 93.1. Okay. And then we can go back to this original box. This is a bit of a, it seems a bit of an ass about face way to do it, you know? Like, love that stuff. Yeah, okay, thanks. Thanks, Snapchat, for wishing me a happy Easter. It's so genuine. Well, probably is, actually. There's probably some people on the team who freaking love Easter. Like happy to be here, you know. Okay, so what we can do is we can pad this out. We can do this. We can pop that out to, we can go pad and direction type up to shape, up to face. Hey, look at that. That's cool. Okay. Yeah. Good. The thing is, like one thing I've learned about FreeCAD, and this is actually probably true for most parametric modelers, and like even Fusion 360 when I was using that, is you got to look back through your timeline, and you got to go, does my flow make logical sense? Like, does what I've done make sense in terms of like working it out? So I think mine, it does. It's a little bit unclear. I haven't labeled anything, right? So we started, let's see, we had an origin. We're building up the glass holder side. Okay, so this was my thought process. So what I'm gonna do is, okay, I can already see I can already see how I've just ruined my own rule, because this isn't how I did it. This isn't the process that I went through to build this. The process I went through to build this I'm going to have to step back to show you that process. I'm going to have to go back into this box and I'm going to have to fix my mistakes. Or am I? Because the height is 89.5. So how the hell did I cut this in half? It shouldn't be 89.5. It's 100 and... I'm an idiot. 100 and... Oh, man. It's 179. That's what that should be. Edit. 179 millimeters. Boom. There we go. So I went, oh, okay. I'll build aside the height of the glass. Just as a starting point. Okay. And then I was like, all right. Now what we need to do is we need to take out a gap for the glass, and we worked out some clearances and stuff, and we said we want to give a nice bit of clearance here, which is 0.6 millimeters. We want to give a nice bit of clearance here, which is like not much, and allow for some masking tape around the edge of the glass, right? And then actually what I did is I kind of, this is what you can't see, is that I built up another feature. Yeah, so she needs another feature. And so what we did then is we padded out this thing and we built it up slowly to match this, and then we added the box, or we added the cutout, and then we added the box to match up to this other feature, which is fine. I think that's a reasonable design process. I think that's okay. Right, and now we're at this point here. Now, I think this makes sense. This makes sense. We have now got a datum point. We're like, so what we want to do is we want to have all of this stuff, all of this cutout, all of this clearance, all of this tolerance and everything. We want to have that mirrored exactly on the other side of the center of the glass, because the glass is kind of our origin. We haven't moved that at all. It's a nice stable reference for us building the frame for the glass. So now there's another, some people would say, oh, well, you should put the center of the glass at the center of the origin and all that. There's different ways you can do it, but you know, I just went from 0, 0, so that's fine. And so now what I think I can do is, now I've done this, this makes more sense. This feels like the better way to go about it. So that's not a blocking feature there. That shouldn't turn off that feature. So what we're going to do now is we're going to select the face here, and we are going to pad it down to this datum point. Okay, it seems a bit redundant, but I don't want to go messing with my original flow. This is a workflow that's step by step, and I can see the process that I've used, which to me is helpful. There are different ways to skin a cat as there are different ways to CAD model something. So I think, type up to face, and we're going to select the face, which is going to be this datum plane. That is not right at all. Okay, so I'm used to with pad in Fusion 360 that if you pad in reverse, it actually subtracts. Maybe it's pocket that I want. Out of pocket. So I want to select that. We want to go pocket. That's better. And we're going to go to face here. Right. Good. We're going to go, okay. Now we've got this pocket. We haven't messed with our original logic here that we used to build this up. Nice linear timeline. Without faffing around with the earlier stuff. Now I've got this beautiful half, so I've got this beautiful half, and I can mirror it on the datum plane. Best datum plane. Known a lot of datum planes in my time. So we're going to take this, excuse me, I don't know where that came from. We're going to mirror this. Transform body. And we're going to select a reference of that. And it looks beautiful, man. It looks wrong. Actually, that's what it looks like. It looks wrong. Still looks wrong. Wrong. God damn it. But that's okay, because now what I can do is now I can actually just fart around with the position of the datum plane, and that is going to affect both that pocket and it's going to affect. But I mean, I think one of the things I want to understand is why is this wrong? Like, I think what it is because instead of going the length of that, what I need to do is go the height of the glass plus this distance here from the origin down to this face. So that face is at minus 3.6 millimeters. So basically the datum plane, I'm going to edit and I'm going to go 3.6 plus 89.5. And that's still wrong. I probably need to recompute. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. You're gonna have to give me a second. All right. So check this. I'm going to now. Oh, we got the, okay, so we got this, yeah, all right, we got this datum plane here. What I think I can do, actually this datum plane, I feel like, is in the wrong place. Because we moved the glass holder side. I don't want the datum plane there. So I'm actually going to redo all of the, in fact, I don't need to redo it. All I need to do is delete that. It is referenced by other objects, so they're going to break, but that's okay. We're going to go into the glass object, and I am going to create a datum plane in here because I want to reuse this datum plane across multiple other bodies. So I think in this case, it's going to make sense to have it in a different body. So yeah. So we're going to go Z direction is going to be 179 divided by 2 millimeters. Now, you selected geometries which are not part of the active body. Did I, though? Did I? Oh, probably did. I'm going to delete that. Better. Okay. So now this should be exactly halfway. I'm pretty sure I haven't moved this glass at all. That is all 0, 0, 0. And I wanted it that way, as I was saying before, kind of like a nice reference, a nice solid reference. So now with this pocket, we can go in here, edit the pocket, and we can go select face. What's going on? Cancel. Datum plane. Okay, I can turn off the origin here because I don't want that anymore. All right. Glass holder side. Edit pocket. Select face. So it turns out we can't select this. Ah, man. Up to shape. Oh. We can. I don't know what changed that. I don't know what I did wrong. Oh, that's a lot of rain. I mean, this should work. This should work now. There we go. Mirrored. Should. We love the word should. Transform body, pocket, plane, select reference. Why is it being a pain in the butt? No mirror plane reference specified. And let me select the... This is exactly what happened just before. In a pain. Cancel. Delete. Let's just start again. Let's just go. Oh, it's because I'm not a... Let's go... Mirrored. Let's go select reference. And we're still not allowed to do it. This is so infuriating. Maybe I need... Do I need a shape binder or something? Is that what I need? Do I need to copy this thing across? Create a clone. Create a sub-object shape binder. What the hell is that? Why is it up there? If I turn that off, it's This ain't doing crap. Okay, I'm missing something pretty fundamental here. What am I doing? Alright. So. Glass holder side. Pocket. Somehow, with the pocket, I was able to select this datum plane. Okay, so actually you're not supposed to do this. So is there a way I can like use a datum plane for another object? What we need to do is we need to go FreeCAD, use datum from other body. You can use a shape binder to share geometry between bodies. Or create a master sketch. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Including sketches. Yeah, okay, so if I can get that working, because it looked like it wasn't working just a second ago. I'm in glass holder side. I want to create a I just want a shape binder. I don't know if I would need a sub object. Create a shape binder. Add geometry. That. Plane. Okay. Invalid shape name plane. What? What do you mean? Invalid shape name. What if I just do this? Select bound object. Datum plane. That's what I thought. Select bound object. Why is it up here? This is bizarre. Alright, what if I edit the pocket and go select shape? Unnamed binder. This doesn't make any sense. And why has it got a problem with that? Okay, so that didn't complain. That seems okay. I don't know what this is about though. Seriously. Holy moly, that is a lot of kilometers. Or maybe this is what we needed. Maybe that did work. So now I can maybe do this mirror. Transform body. Select reference. Not implemented yet for this case. You are kidding. Come on, man. So annoying. I just want to get shit done. Almost sounds serious when I'm saying I'm not that serious. But okay. Object. Datum plane. Okay, that worked. That worked. Brace support. And now we should be able to mirror. Not implemented yet for this case again. Come on, man. This is so annoying. Fine. Screw it. I'm gonna stop wasting time. And I'm gonna come up with a different solution. Now I want to know the position of this is just 89.5. So I should be mirroring this around 89.5. I mean, maybe that just makes sense. Maybe I'm way overthinking this. No, we can't use pocket face because that doesn't work. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to go back into the model here. We're going to get our origin back. Selecting XY plane. And then we are going to go Z direction 89.5. And we are going to adjust the pocket to that. And then we're going to take the pocket and we're going to go mirror. We're going to transform body. We're going to select reference and we're going to select that. And oh my god, finally. No, is that right? I think this is correct. This looks good. Oh, thank goodness. That took freaking ages. Okay. Success. Okay, we'll turn this off. Through B. Now we need to do exactly the same with this thing here. With this lower one. So we'll turn off the datum plane. So with the top and bottom one, we need to basically we want a datum plane on this one as well. So this one, however, is going to be different. We're going to go objects YZ like that. And this way, this always confuses me though. So X isn't X anymore. No. Okay, hang on. Let's go deactivated. Let's turn on the origin for this thing, and we'll do it this way. Go tasks. Go select reference. Selecting body O2. That's not what I clicked on. Yeah, that's it. Plain face. Now that still doesn't help me. But anyway, so like Z I kind of look at as depth. I say kind of look at, of course that's what it is. So we go 229 divided by 2. You selected geometries and it was not part of the active body. Did I now? I don't believe it. Oh, yep. So I'm doing this thing again. This honestly drives me insane. Always do a check of what you've got selected first. Okay, now let's turn that origin back on. Let's go back in here. Let's select plane. Now we're going to go 229 divided by 2. Perfect. Should be precisely halfway along the glass. And we're going to do the same thing with this. We're going to add a we'll turn off the origin. We will add a pocket to this and we'll go up to face and we'll select that. That did not work in the slightest. Okay, why not? Is it something to do with the anchor and where this could not exclude? Yeah. Okay, I think it's something to do with the positioning of the datum plane. This is a bit of a pain. So applies length symmetric. Oh, I don't have the right thing bloody selected. That's why. Yeah. Up to face. Nothing to do with the positioning. That would have been annoying. All right, and now we should be able to mirror this. Transform body, select reference that. I didn't need to do that at all. Like literally, I did not need to do that. You know, but I might, because if I make any adjustments to things over this side, it's going to happen to the other side as well. So we are actually going to do it this way. It's not a stupid idea. So we'll do that. When you've got symmetrical items, always nice to have them mirrored. Okay. Now, I could have done this a very simpler way. I didn't have to start with a full length thing. I could have started halfway up the glass and just built the bottom, then mirrored. That probably would have been easier, but I was just playing around. So, all right, let's go. So we got these sides. I mean, honestly, I think we've got everything we need. And then what we could do is create an assembly. I think we could go assembly. And we could create a new assembly, which is going to, we're going to like add, insert components into the active assembly. And we're going to add, do you want to ground the first inserted part automatically? Actually, you know what? No. I'm going to cancel out of there. We're going to start again. We're going to go add, and we're going to choose glass. And then, yes, I'm going to ground the glass. Grounding the glass is good. So now we are going to insert the glass holder twice, and we're going to insert the glass side twice. We're going to go okay. All right. So now we can freely position these things as we need to. Glass holder top bottom. We can turn off this datum plane. We don't. And we can. Oops. Nice. And we don't need a second glass as well. So we've got the assembly now. We've got all our parts that we need to put this together. We're just going to see if it all fits. So we're just going to go. The glass is locked. We've got this one here, which if we move it into position, roughly for now. We'll sort this out later. We'll go glass holder side. We'll chuck that in there. Roughly. And that obviously needs to go more that way. These two need to move that way. And this one, we can spin around 180 degrees. Oh, that sample sounds like, pardon me, that Incubus song. Okay. Look at that, gorgeous. There's our frame for our glass. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Nice. So we can rename this assembly. We can go glass and frame. Can you group stuff? Is there like a grouping thing in here? Dependency loop. Whoopsies. Good. All right, I suppose I got to jump off pretty soon because my daughter's going to be here in a minute. I might do some more streaming, but I want to get this done. Be cool. Where is she? Bay Street. All right. Okay, I'll be right back. Just gotta go bathroom and pour my noodles. Right. So I think like part of this is I've also made not a mistake, but like just a design choice here where I feel like it's not as simple as a top and bottom. Like this is just going to be I think, the top. Because the bottom is going to need to have the hinge and everything on it. And I mean, what I could do, I guess, is do like a rigid group. But I don't know. I like a rigid assembly where I join the difference on to this body, but it doesn't feel right. I'm just going to go glass holder top here. And so then we are going to basically delete that out of the assembly. So now we don't have the bottom. And then I want to duplicate this body. Yeah. What is ignore dependencies and proceed with objects originally selected prior to opening this dialog? How do I turn off, like, why is that highlighted blue? I'm not sure. So we go, we change this to the active body. I've never been able to successfully really duplicate anything in FreeCAD before. It's always been a pain in the butt. And so if I just click use original selections, right? And then I go Control V. Like, it's got nothing in it. It's because all it did was copy the empty body, right? So and now if I do the same again, but this time I go Control C and I need all the dependencies. I go OK, and then I go Control V. Now I turn this off. Now I've got the body. Good. So we're going to rename this as glass holder bottom with mount. Yeah. All right. So let's see. This is to have a thought then. For some reason, it was a pretty random thought, but like, I need another marker. No, this isn't the thought. I need another marker on my stream deck for like thoughts and deep stuff because I go off on tangents. Maybe I'll do that now before I forget. Actually, see what I mean? Tangent. I'll call it. I'll say went off on a rant / tangent. Now I can tap that. There we go. Good. Okay. I was just thinking about AI. Like, I was thinking, like, who needs teleprompters now when you've got AI? You know, you can just do an AI voice, an AI script. It's because it sucks. That's what. And there's no creative. You're not making, like, you are kind of making something by talking to a prompt, but seriously, you're not on camera. You're not a human talking to other humans. We're missing that fundamental connection when we've got these AI voices and this AI stuff. And it drives me insane listening to some of these AI things on Instagram and so on. Like, oh man, it's horrible. I love watching people. I love watching streams where I'm watching somebody struggle through playing a game and they're commentating on it. They're laughing with chat. That's real. That's what we need. Rant over. Engine done. So, moving right along. Back into this glass and frame. That is our assembly, so we've hidden that for now. So maybe assemblies are just highlighted blue. And I mean, that makes, I like that. Highlight a different color for a different thing. That's all good. Glass holder bottom with mount. So now we need to go back to our reference picture here. I'm going to need to jump off very, very shortly. So yeah, maybe this could actually be a separate part. Maybe I didn't need to throw the baby out with the bathwater thing. I don't know. I reckon it would be stronger. Definitely it would be stronger if it's all one. If it's all one. And I think I can design it in such a way that doesn't need supports. So let's have a go at that. Let's see if we can do this. We're going to turn off everything else. I just want to be able to see the bottom here. Go left. All right. So if we rotate this around to actually how we're going to see it, which is 45 degrees. Okay. We want basically this shape here. So I think we're actually at a time where we need a sketch. I think we can do a very simple sketch. Select attachment. We're just going to do the plane here. But we are going to bring in some external geometries. But first I'm just going to do a quick polyline. Very quick. Go 40 mil. 3, 4, 5. See, it's going to have to be, because this is like plastic, it's going to have to be pretty thick. We'll go up to 30 here, just for now. Go like this. Go like that. Okay. Cool, now we'll start adding in some constraints. So constraints, we'll keep them as simple as possible. I think like, see, like this constraint parallel, but we don't need to tell these lines that they're parallel if they're both vertical. So we'll go vertical. What the heck? Oh. Yeah. This ain't vertical because we're not looking vertical. That's okay. So now we do need parallel. Now we do want an angle. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? What? Are you doing that? I just want angle. Okay, well there's some, okay, let's put in some of these. We'll go horizontal, we've got vertical there, we've got horizontal, already has a horizontal constraint. Okay, nice. We will go perpendicular. That's already going to be right angles. So this here is going to be 45 degrees. Perfect. Cool. Now, we can do some distance stuff. So we can go like this, and we can make that 5 mil. Maybe we could make this one 3 mil. That one is going to be 10 mil. The dragging around sometimes tells you what is not constrained, which is quite nice. This is definitely not constrained, which I think we are going to make that 6 mil. And so this here as well needs constraining. So we need to decide, like, I reckon setting the distance on that is a good one. So we'll make that 1.3 as well. So now we've got a lot dragging around together. We'll position this all properly soon. This needs to be perpendicular. And they have done a fantastic job of changing some of the Sketcher stuff. It is great. And we've got 3 DOFs under constraint. So this is one that we're going to be able to have, that we're going to have to change later. But I think if we make that 40 for now, because I think I said 140. I think I said the Osmo was 140 high, which is quite high. So if the glass, if the length to the center of the glass is about 100, which I think it would be because it's 179. Figure it out. Okay, now we are going to include some external geometries here. So create external geometry. We're going to just use basically, now it says edges, but why is it not letting me select edges? There we go. Just the one. Just the one. I don't want the whole face. I just want the edge. So I can go back in here and yeah, we've got this nice external geometry to the sketch. It's not external to the body, it's external to the sketch. So it's something from the body. Now I can go back into my sketch and we can now do a sort of coincident point thing. We just say these two occur at the same time. And now we have a beautifully constrained sketch, which is good. Might just lay these out a bit nicer so I can make sense of them easy. Yeah, that looks good. We'll just do that, I suppose, for that one. Bring it all in, nice and cozy like. That's good. Close. And we have ourselves a gorgeous sketch. Why does this feel wrong to me? Because I think it is. I think I'm an idiot. I mean, unless the glass holder goes the other way, I could just flip the sketch around, actually. Oh, that's annoying. What? Huh? No, this is correct. I'm just looking at it from the wrong side here. I just want to be looking at it from the right-hand side. Wait a minute. No, I don't. Why did it decide to draw the sketch on a different side? What the heck? I'm a little confused at where the origin is. There. Why you do this? Why did you? Why would you do that? Why? See, now I got to flip this around. Now, is there an easy way to do this? We are going to find out. We are going to remove this coincident constraint here. Okay. Okay. And now we're going to try and flip. I think I have to go. My daughter's here. So thanks for watching. I'll be back soon.